Welcome, Leo. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot getting ready to do a healing meditation regarding the planet Chiron, or the asteroid Chiron, and the placement North Node, both conjoining each other in Aries on the 11th of February and culminating in the solar eclipse in April, on April the 8th in Aries. So I have laid out the Mayan Tarot. I will clarify with the African Tarot, and I will use some oracle decks throughout. I am doing personal readings, and the information for that is in the description box below. I'm also giving out a free reading around the first of every month, and I select those winners from the comments and donations I've received previously. So thank you to all of you who have participated in that. I moreover want to thank all of you that are here now. Your presence is the key to my being able to do what I do, and I appreciate all the support that you give me. So thank you in advance. And I'm pulling your overall energy, Leo, for this healing meditation, the High Priestess. This is really describing the power of your intuition, the power of your knowledge and wisdom. Chiron is about our inherited wounds, the things that we have come in, the trauma or wounding that we received, usually in childhood, sometimes through birth, and the way that motivates and inspires us to heal ourselves and ultimately others. The story of Chiron is quite complex, but this is a place in a place for you to look towards your spiritual journey, where this ability to heal is taking you forward. The North Node includes that placement in your chart where you are being directed on your soul's journey in this life. And it is about the way that what you came here to give, how you came here to contribute, your energies, your service, your sense of responsibility to the planet. The High Priestess is indicating that you are deeply tuned in, as we all are, at this particular moment, and this energy is really resonating from already January of this current year to through the month of April. And this is really about really allowing your intuition, what you know, not what you've learned, not what you think, what you know is best for you. And to really honor that and respect that it has come from a place of experience. For some of you, it is the wisdom and experience, the knowledge of past lives. For others of you, this is what is channeled through ancestors, your guides, your cultural heritage. So this is a time to contemplate that, honor that, and gain a fresh perspective on understanding what your wounding or trauma is in order to gain a fresh beginning at healing that, to realize this healing energy. In the position for Chiron, we have the Five of Cups. And this again is describing that wounding, that particular thing that is motivating you to improve, to better, to help others. The Five of Cups is really about not only the responsibility you've taken for disappointments, failures you've experienced, things that didn't go the way that you were sure they would, that you felt in your heart were right for you. And the emotional experience of releasing that, releasing the grief, the remorse, surrendering to the pain and suffering that these disappointments, these heartaches have caused you, in order to release and surrender these and to then reinvest in who you deeply are, who you are as a whole person. And the Two of Cups that remains in this particular picture, very traditional of the Five of Cups, mirrors the Two of the High Priestess. This is where you reflect deeply on yourself and connect with your higher self. And that is not only the pursuit of dreams, but gratitude that you have something to look forward to, that you have ways that you can improve and make your life better. In the position of the North Node, we have the Five of Swords, another five, indicating areas of your life that you want to change. Perhaps these are also areas that are giving you some strife, where there is debate, disagreement, conflict. The Five of Swords is really about not only your heartfelt desires that have been disappointed, but also those ways that you have been hurt or damaged by the thoughts, opinions, and words of others. This can feed into any sense you have of not being enough, of not being adequate to the task at hand, to not being pretty enough, not being smart enough, not being disciplined enough. Whatever story you're telling yourself is part of the way that you keep yourself in pain, and you don't face the work that is required for you to move forward in pursuit of your dreams. This is the way you keep yourself stuck, by listening to what others say, and as opposed to not necessarily ignoring it, but recognizing that other people's opinions are simply that. Only you know what's best for you. And it's deeper than knowing. It's about what is right for you is inside of you. It is part of your soul's journey, and others cannot comment, perceive, or dictate what that should be. In the present, we have the Hangman. The Hangman's describing exactly that. What the High Priestess advises is to reflect deeply within. And the Hangman is giving you that opportunity. You're taking that step back from your current situation, the current conflicts that are surrounding you, the stresses that you're experiencing. And you are allowing yourself to consider a different way of looking at things. You're understanding that looking at the past in terms of pain and suffering can be reversed, actually. It can be looked at as gifts, lessons, and things that you learned about what you don't want, what doesn't work for you. And that is as much a progress and evolution as it is what does. This is also more deeply stepping into the knowledge that whatever you experience is an opportunity for growth. And that's what you are now giving yourself, this memory that you have overcome this and so much more. And that from everything that you have overcome, you've learned something. You've become more whole. You've gained a deeper wisdom of what works for you that others cannot quite possibly see or know. In the past, the Lord of Jades. This is the same as the King of Pentacles. And this is really describing skills you have in spades. You are a master at your physical experience. You know how to maintain your security, to be stable, to organize your life, sort your life in a way that you are able to provide not only for your own needs, but for the needs of others. It's that practice, that habit of discipline, of hard work, of attention to details that is modeling, generously modeling your way of survival and ultimately of thriving to others. So there is a vibe here of teaching, of parenting that is important to the message and the real sense of sovereignty you have in your life that belies what are the conflicts and the stresses that are perhaps on the surface level. But more deeply, you have gained the sense of independence, and this cannot be taken away from you. This is really the anchor for your forward movement. In the future, the Ace of Swords. This is your having a victory, a success, even a revelation about really how well you're doing. So much of this is about being within, retreating to finding the answers within you, where on the surface there are conflicts, stresses that perhaps are causing you a sense of pain, ongoing suffering, shame, sadness. The Ace of Swords is really the divine revelation, the opening up, the enlightenment, the truth, the victory of how strong you are and how much lies before you. Wherever you are in your life, you are only halfway on the path. Now comes the place where you lean into your powers. You lean into the courage that this truth has given to you. And Leo, you are all about the courage. This is not about fixing anything. This is about accepting who you are with all of the lessons learned, with all of the challenges overcome. I'm going to pull a Soul's Journey Oracle card for you, Leo. And if this reading is resonating, please like this video, share this with others, comment below, and subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. It is really important to me, and I thank you for that. And I pulled Purpose. I know what I am here to do. Absolutely stunning. I love this. And I'm also going to pull a flora and fauna of Africa, which I feel is really relevant for you in terms of how your ancestors, how your ancestors are supporting you, preparing you for the work that you have to do. And I pulled the knobbed hornbill, and the plant associated with that is the glory pea, and the key word is overcoming. Protect your belongings and loved ones. Be willing to sacrifice for the greater good. There is a way out of every tough situation. So on point. I'm going to clarify the Hanged Man in the present with the High Priestess, a repeat, and the Two of Cups. Absolutely stunning. What I like about this is the twos. The theme of twos here is being repeated as a way of understanding how you are becoming this rock, not only for yourself, but importantly for others. Because this sense of strength that you are, Two of Cups here, Two of Cups repeated, the sense of greater connection within yourself. You're connecting yourself with your ability to assert your purpose and your receptivity of the gifts and talents you've been born with. Understanding how to channel those is reflected in all of your relationships. And this relationship is a part of the way in which you lead, guide, teach, or parent others. The High Priestess here again is asking you to remember. Remember your experiences beyond the suffering and challenges that you've experienced. Remember all the experiences that have taught you who you are, what you're made of, your real strength, the wisdom you hold that can't be dictated to you by others. The Lord of Jades in the past is clarified by the Hangman again and the Ace of Cups. This is getting actually downright amazing. The repetition of the Hangman here is another affirmation of your ability to say stop. All of this stress, all of this noise, all of these words, deeds, information even attempt of others to reconnect is clouding my ability to feel within, to know within, to move from that place of divine connection and giving yourself that wisdom that you've got the answers. Others may try to coach you, support you, but you know what's best, and that's the basis for all of your decisions. The Ace of Cups here is really affirming this idea that the ability to connect with yourself and with others in any exchange, in any relationship, is based on your ability to be accepting of who you are, to enjoy, love yourself unconditionally. And that may not be something that you have felt you've received. Perhaps if you are exceedingly clever, smart, creative, beautiful, handsome, you've often felt that others loved you because of that. And that may have engendered a kind of caution or reserve around others as you really check out, suss out what they're about. This is saying if you give this to yourself, you can always negotiate your relationships, but that sense of unconditional love is not sought from anyone else. Something you are already learning to validate, to give for yourself. Another ace, the Ace of Swords in the future, is clarified by the Emperor. I hate to cover up any of these cards, and the 10 of Swords. Good. So here, your victory comes in owning who you are, owning your whole self without apology, understanding what you can control and what you can't. And that's something that actually is growing out of this sense of having control of your material experience, anchoring your stability and your security, feeling protected in having your independence. This is how you operate and express that independence, that control in the world on behalf of others. Again, this can be leadership, this can be delegation, this can also be parenting. This can be your role on a project or within an organization, but this can be you as the head of a family unit. And owning this power, taking responsibility for all of your experiences, which means realizing what part you played in every success as well as every failure, means that you're actually moving ever closer to releasing all the beliefs that haven't worked for you, all of the ideas and expectations of others that for you perhaps were not trustworthy. There was not a sense of your own acceptance or that other people truly accepted you, but you're releasing that. You're letting that go and realizing you've established your own truth here, your own ability, your own victory over the struggle and the confrontation, the resistance of others. By knowing who you are, by being in your truth, you can release the truth of others. I'm going to finish this reading, Leo, with Language of Flowers. and remind you that I'm doing personal readings described below. And I pulled the foxglove, and the key word is confidence. Be what you want to see. Thank you so much, Leo, for this beautiful reading. Until next time, namaste.